Today we're going to look at writing basic harmony for composition. The word harmony just means playing two or more notes at the same time in music to make a chord. What I've got written at the top of this page are the notes of a C major scale from C to C. Each one of those notes has a chord which is normally attached to that note. We indicate these by using Roman numerals. The Roman numerals serve us two purposes. The first one is that it tells us what number chord it is in the key. And the second purpose is to tell us whether it's a major chord or a minor chord or a diminished chord. If you don't know how to read Roman numerals, here it is from 1 to 7 and back to 1. Lowercase Roman numerals represent minor chords, and I've indicated them in red. Uppercase Roman numerals, which are in black, indicate major chords. So lowercase always means minor, uppercase always means major. Chord 7 is an interesting one, and that's in blue, and it has a little degrees sign here. What that means is it's a diminished chord. That sounds like this. Notice that it's a really tense chord and it sounds a bit uneasy. I'll play you all the chords from 1 to 7 and back to 1 and just have a listen to how each one sounds, starting from C major. When starting a composition, I always like to pick a few chords to start my first section off, perhaps an intro or perhaps a verse. I've written 3 here, for example. So let's have a look at the first chord progression. Chord 1 to 4 to 5 and back to 1. I'll play them for 1 bar each. Nice and simple, uses all major chords. Have a listen to the second progression. 1, 4, 2, 5. Have a listen to the third progression. 1, 3, 6, 4. Now, because we only have really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords to work with, there's bound to be times where songs will share the same chord progression. So if any of those sounded familiar to you, that's because they probably have been used in other songs before. Be really careful how you use chord 7. For now, I would avoid using it. You can actually stick with 1 to 6. What you'll notice in all those 3 examples were that they always started on chord 1. Because we are in the key of C major, it's good to start with the C major chord. Now, for these 2 examples, this one finished on chord 5, this one finished on chord 4. Have a listen to how they still want to resolve and come back to chord 1. I'll play you the second example again, but now I'll resolve it with chord 1. Have a listen to the third example again and have a listen to how that chord 5 wants to go back to chord 1 as well. Now go ahead and choose 4 chords to start your composition off.